Hey guys, I'm here with Louise Love, who's just released her Tantric Shuffle EP last month. Louise, how are you going?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yep, very good, thank you.
I'm not wearing these to look cool. It's just the sun is setting, so it's extreme.
Not trying to look all Bono. It's very much the sun.
Are these Bono glasses?
I don't know if they are. No. It's just very in to wear the glasses. Enough about Bono. Let's talk about you. Now you've just recently released Tantric Shuffle. So how's that all gone so far? Because it's been out for a month. How's the reaction been?
Well, it's been a month. Yeah, almost a month. It's been like getting quite a bit of interest in media, and I also did a tour as part of the release. So I played in. It was a national tour, but I didn't do all the cities. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was Fremantle, which is Perth, Melbourne, Brisbane and Sydney, and the reaction at each show was really good to the new songs, and the reaction to the single has been very good. Been getting quite a few interviews and things like that. That's so great. It's going well. That's
awesome. Well, Get Back is a single, but just taking it back, you mentioned Fremantle. Now that's where you're from originally.
Correct.
And then you spent some time in Hobart, and now you're in Melbourne.
Yeah, I've been in Melbourne for about a year.
Okay. How have you found the sort of transition from the three different cities, I guess, in their music scenes?
They're all quite unique and strong in their own ways. I didn't actually launch this new project, which is my electro-pop solo project, until I was in Hobart. I have had a lot of projects in the past in Perth, but I think I was at the stage where I just needed a fresh start, just personally.
Yep.
So going to Hobart was a great place to start because they have a really supportive community. It's exciting there with the art scene and the music scene. Yeah. So it's small but exciting, and quite there's quite a lot of unusual and unique people there that are doing really cool things. So that was a great place to start. And then Melbourne is like amazing for music. I mean, it's the place to be if you're doing music.
Was it a bit of a culture shock going from Hobart to Melbourne?
Not really. Yeah? No, I've always visited Melbourne regularly and like fantasized about living here. So it was something I probably could have done years ago, really.
That's great. Now, we'll talk about the single Get Back, and you've released a video for that as well, which came out about a month ago. Can you talk us through the concept of the video? Because it's a bit different in the way that it's done.
Yes.
What was the sort of idea going through the decision process to make that video?
Well, the video is all set in my car, and it's all one shot that then cuts to different takes of the same shot. And I guess the idea was the functional side of it to begin with, like what could I do on my own without anybody else. And then I'd seen on YouTube a lot of these clips where people are in their cars driving and singing and karaoke, miming. Seems to be this bit of a internet craze. And I thought I'd play on that idea but use my own song and then also have a lot of bizarre things happening in the car.
Yeah, so like making out with lizard masks on and all that kind of stuff. I mean, was that something you just spontaneously thought, hey, why don't we do this, or did you plan it?
I planned it. It was amazing. Like I've never really done any video work before, and I had a lot of ideas, and I planned them out, and it's really exciting when I've just had a plan, had ideas, and to see them executed and actually finish it. It's been really, really fun.
Fantastic. Now you're looking at doing a bit more writing and releasing a single possibly in the next few months. Is that sort of the plan forward?
Yeah, I've got a lot of momentum from this EP and quite a bit of interest, so I want to use that to get something else out quickly. And I was thinking a single, probably just digital this time, and maybe a bit of a smaller event, because this tour and release has been huge for me. It's been a lot of work, and maybe just something smaller to go with now, and then looking at getting more shows in and around Melbourne and beyond.
Great.
Hopefully get back to Hobart as well. I'd love to go back there and play in the winter.
Oh, that should be nice, yeah. Now, you released in 2014, you released First Day, which was your first, it was a 9-track album.
Yeah. Just an album, I reckon.
Nine will count, because it's too big for an EP. So you released that, and then you've obviously just released the EP. What was the sort of writing process from then to now? Was there anything you sort of learnt in that first recording that you sort of implemented in doing the EP?
I learnt a lot. I learned that it was important to get the release out quickly after finishing it. With the first album, I sat on it a while and waited, and then it actually became harder to release it. So I learnt about that, and I do a lot of stuff on my own. I write all on my own and produce on my own, but this time I decided to record the vocals at a studio and get them mixed at a studio. But not really. I basically just wanted to do it again with a second album, but I got impatient and thought I'll just do an EP.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think EPs are good nowadays. Like they're, especially at a certain level in your career, an EP is a better option.
Yeah, there certainly seem to be more popular bands, artists releasing EPs. With the whole producing side as well, do you find that doing the writing and the producing all by yourself, it keeps you honest in the way that you do things, or you sometimes like a bit of external help to sort of give you an idea on how things are going because you're too close to the project, perhaps?
I like some input, but it's got to be from someone who I trust, somebody whose work I've seen and know that they would be on the same, they'd understand my vision. I would say I'm possibly a little bit of a control freak with it. I like my songs to be quite minimalist sounding, which is not that popular with producers. Like nowadays, people like to really produce sound, which I think can be great, but it's often used to cover up the fact the song's not well written. So I try to focus on the really like the bones of the song and getting that right, and then I don't like too much hoo-ha around it. You know, I like it to stay honest. So I guess it does keep me honest. I do like to work on my own, but in saying that, I am looking towards maybe doing some collaboration work in the future, because I think that would be good for me as an artist, just to get me out of my little box and
out of the comfort zone and see what happens.
Exactly.
Well, with a lot of the music, especially on the EP, it really does shine. The vocals really do stand out. Is that something that you're focused on? Is mainly getting the lyrics across more so than the music side of things?
Well, I think that's basically a bias because I started as a singer. That was my first instrument, so that's always going to be a strong thing. But I like to have the vocals sitting in the song. You know, not on top with a backing track. I like to put them right in. But there is I would say my songs are very lyrical, in the sense that there's a lot of ideas going on lyrically. Yeah. But I do write pop music, so it's that balance of having that really, like, a lot of ideas, but also trying to keep it quite simple because it's pop. Yeah. So I like to kind of chip away and refine it down till it's very simple, so it sounds like it's been easy to make. Yeah.
Even though it probably is painstaking. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for having a chat. The EP is fantastic, and look forward to seeing a single later in the year. Yes. Are we looking at any more shows sort of in the near future as well?
I haven't got anything booked at the moment because I gave myself a bit of space after the tour to rest and also to work on some new material, but I'm sure I'll get something soon in Melbourne. If you go to my website or to Bandcamp, you can get the album, the EP, and also see my upcoming shows. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Well, Louise, thanks for the chat, and all the best for the rest of the year.
Thank you so much for having me on your show and for coming to meet me at Joni's Beretta here in Thornbury.
No worries. Well, thank you very much.